Everyone tells you to qualify their budget or make sure they can afford it before they even hop on the call. But after closing over 400 high-ticket deals, I've discovered that this approach literally eliminates your best prospects. Most sales trainers don't understand that broke people are actually buyers. They're broke because they spend money they don't have. But the moment you start asking for a budget, you're killing the deal without you haven't even started yet. So in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens and how to fix it. Let's get into it. You got it.
Pablo,
Every time. Question. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and also based on that triage call, how would you qualify financially to the person?
Then
in the same triage, right? Triage call.
Yeah, so then it's like, okay, so I guess, do you genuinely believe that a $7 book is really the key to the castle that's going to get you from where you are to where you want to be? Or do you truly genuinely believe that you need mentorship, support, and accountability? No, yeah, I need mentorship, support, and accountability. Okay, because I don't want to, my goal here is to help you out, put you in the best position possible. So if that's the case, then we have a process for that. Do you want me to walk you through it? Yes. Cool. So what we would do is we will put you, the best next step from here is put you on a call with Juan Carlos, which is one of our senior advisors. What Juan Carlos is going to do is going to understand exactly your situation. Would that be helpful? Yes. Okay, cool. Before I book you in with Juan Carlos, now we both know that you are the type of person who's willing to invest in himself. Is that right? Yes. Right. Okay. But since everything that we do is customized, what type of funding are you currently prepared or willing to invest to be able to achieve your goals? Just so I can have an idea and better help you here. That could be a softer financial qualifier. What kind of capital, what kind of funds are you able and prepared to be able to invest into your goals as of right now? That could be one. But as you guys know, I always like to give them the range. So if they say, oh, I don't know, I never thought about, okay, well, how much do you feel is worthwhile in terms of not only funds, but also commitment for you to actually go ahead and be committed to these goals? Well, I don't know, $500? I don't know, you tell me. Yeah, $500 I think is enough. Okay, perfect. Now, just to give you a little bit of context, because we're all about transparency here, in order for us to be able to work with you, which I don't know yet, because Juan Carlos is the one that will determine that, but just so you have some context and you don't just go blind to this meeting, is going to be on the 4-figure mark. So the investment in terms of coaching and support and really, really holding your hand is going to be above 4 figures. How does that land with you? Or how are we landing knowing that now? Like, how is that landing within your current situation? Yeah, I mean, like if it's what I'm looking for, okay, I can see that. Right now, we should start measuring them. Some of them would say, oh, okay, oh, all right, but is it like 4 figures 1K or 4 figures 7K? It's like, well, it's typically between 1K and 7K, but it really depends. Okay, no, it makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so are we in that range or are we completely outside of that? Like, given like this makes sense and you feel this is the right move for you. No, yeah. Like, I mean, I'm there. Yeah. More on the lower range if it makes sense, but yeah. Okay, then you can just book them. If they say, oh, 4 figures. Oh, no. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, what makes you say that? Oh, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm hearing is that even though you are a person who's willing to get coaching and who wants to get coaching, even if you do find the coaching you're looking for, financially, we're not at a place yet where we can confidently invest $1,000, $2,000. Is that correct? Yes, no, it's impossible. Like right now, there's no way. Okay, no worries. That's okay. No judgment here. Well, what are you, by the way? Like if there was, I don't know, like the best coaching program out there for you, well, how much would you be willing to put in, given your current situation? Just so I can better help you here. Well, I don't know, like $200. Okay. Oh, why is that though? Oh, because that's all I have. But why $200 and not $50? Oh, because blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, gotcha. Now I know. Now I have the information.
So if that person say like he's willing just to invest 200, it doesn't make sense just to book the call like for the mentorship, right?
Yeah. So it's like, first of all, I would say, no worries. I totally understand and I appreciate it. This is not the first time that someone comes in and they really are really committed to their goals, but financially they're just not quite there yet. Okay. So I guess like if there was a way in which financially we could actually help you out, get there, either with some type of funding, either helping you and giving you ideas to come up with the funds, like, would that be something that you would be open to be able to get the right training so that you can make more money? It's totally up to you. It's totally based on where you want to go from here. Well, no. If it's going to be about the 4-figure mark, just, you know what? No, it's just better for me to blah, 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 excuses. But sometimes people would say, no, I mean, like, yeah, I'm open to, but I'm not sure how I'm going to come up with the funds. Well, do you want me to give you some ideas? Yeah, sure. Give me some ideas. Well, most of our clients that join without having the funds, most of them just took this opportunity as an investment. They decided to view this as a way to invest in themselves. Because like that building that you are in right now, do you feel that was purchased from an employer or an employee or an investor? An investor. And do you feel investors use their money or they use other people's money? Well, I don't understand. Well, do you feel that building was purchased on cash or leveraging credit? Leveraging credit. Why do you think that is? Oh, because like, wealthy people use credit. Exactly. Most importantly, what wealthy people do is they leverage credit in appreciating assets. That's how wealth is built. And employees leverage credit in depreciating assets. So if you use credit to buy a cruise ship through the Mediterranean, are you investing in an appreciating asset or in a depreciating asset? No, it's a depreciating asset. That's not going to give me any money. Exactly. So would you see the situation of you using credit to invest in yourself as an investment, or you actually, creating bad debt and getting yourself more in a worse place financially? How would you view this situation? No, this would be an investment. Okay, now are you willing to do that? Yeah, I'm willing to. Are you sure? Because you don't have to. Yes, I am. Okay, what's your credit score? Over 600. Okay, we might be able to help you. We might have some funding options, but we don't know yet. Do you think it's a good idea if first we have a conversation with Carlos and then we just go from there? Yeah, sure, let's do it. And just book them in, for example. Right? Helpful?
Yep.
So if someone doesn't have the funds, don't make the mistake of, doesn't have the funds, next, because you're going to lose a lot of deals. Because a lot of people, like, you guys know Seventh Level, right? Jeremy Miner.
Mm-hmm.
A huge percentage of their deals is just to broke people. They sell to a lot of broke people. Do you know why broke people are broke? Because they spend money. They spend money they don't have. That's why they're broke. Because they're good spending money. So there's money there. But you need to know how to reframe them and how to actually help them, in that sense. So if they say they don't have the money, it's just like, okay, like, I'm not done here. Let's just explore how far are you willing to go for yourself and how committed you are to yourself and how open and coachable you are to change potential limited beliefs that you might have, because maybe there's a way to help you out here. And I did like a very, very long thing here because I was putting a difficult example. But sometimes where it's just like a normal example, it's like, cool, like, would you be, like, if you were to find what you're looking for, knowing that you don't have liquidity right now, would you be open to look at other potential options, even considering credit and seeing this as an investment into yourself so that you can learn the skills and you can make more money? Would you even open to that idea? That's it. And they would say, no, I'm not open to it. Like, no way. Or they would say, yeah, maybe. Do you even have a good credit score? What's your credit score? Oh, this, and this. Like, just don't be afraid to ask. Because we're just asking them, what do you think about this idea? Others have taken these ideas and they've seen positive returns from these ideas. That's why I'm sharing this with you. How do you see it? And do you actually, or are you actually able to capitalize on these ideas? Right? Do you actually have a credit score? Because, So do you guys have people from like Spanish speakers living in the US? Do you get those type of leads? Or is all Latin American?
Both.
Both. All Latin America, but
yeah, like if someone is calling from,
yeah.
if you're speaking with someone that is in Colombia, very unlikely they're going to use credit. It's like, it's not even in their culture, right? But if you're speaking with someone that immigrated, for example, or that is living in Miami or in Florida, that's very normal there. It's just like, that's what people do. So there's a lot of opportunity there.
Pablo, and what about like this question, for example, like in the triage, right? To say that when you're considering a business that potentially can make you 5K per month, right? Like you do automation, what is the budget that you have in mind to invest?
No. Don't use the question budget, because that question is already casting a limiting belief. When you ask what type of budget do you have in mind, you are incentivizing a way of thinking that is limiting.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're making them think you can only do things based on how much money you have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to incentivize that way of thinking. So I would never ask that question, and I would never put that person in that position, because it's not beneficial to that person. It's not beneficial to anybody to think in terms of, let me see how much I have, so then I will know how much I can do. Because that's the way you get stuck forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's the opposite. It's what I want, what it is that I want. How much do I want that? And am I willing to do whatever it takes to get there? Yes. Okay. So now, how much do we have? Well, I don't have enough. Okay. So how do we get enough? Okay, I can do this, I can do that. That's a more growth-oriented way of thinking. So you have to work the questions around that perspective, because you're just simply going to inspire more people.
Yeah, that's a great one. And if the person says, I don't know how much I can invest, first of all, I would like to basically know what you have on the store. They
exactly. And the reason why you get that answer is because you're asking them how much they can invest. That's why you get that answer. I don't know how much I can invest. Right? So I don't care how much they can invest. I care more about how much they're willing to invest and how committed they are. Because it's a more growth-oriented perspective. And by the way, just empathize with them. That's very important. Always. Like, yeah, sure, no worries. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Now, the real question we got to ask ourselves is, a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this for us? 10. Okay, but why? Okay, so how much are we willing to invest? How resourceful are we willing to get to be able to come up with the necessary funds so that we can actually get to our goals? Because you don't have to. Because most people just live their entire life at the mercy of whether they have the time, the resources, the energy or not. And they only take action when they have it. And when they don't have it, they just settle. So that option is always there. But the question is, do you want to be that type of person? No, I don't. Because how those type of people typically end up in life? Stuck or growing? Stuck. So what do you feel you need to do right here, right now to put yourself in a more resourceful situation so that you can actually come up with ideas or come up with a plan to progress, right? And we just start putting them in a more resourceful state.
Thanks a lot.
Helpful?
Yep.
Anytime.